Welcome to The Classics. I'm Reymond Pancho and I'm with Mr. Gonda and we are going to talk about arts.
Today, we'll be talking about Renaissance and Mannerism arts with our special guests, Mr. Eric Salar and Mr. Jules Mercado. Let's get started.
Today on the show, we're excited to have Mr. Salar and Mr. Mercado. They are art researchers and they are going to share their expertise, their stories, and advice about different types of arts during Renaissance and Mannerism art. Now let's introduce our guests.
So, can you share some knowledge about your profession and experiences?
Hi, thank you for having us here. I am Jules Mercado and I am doing a research about art history, specifically about Renaissance art.
Hi there, viewers. I'm Eric Salar and I am an art researcher, graduated from the well-known HUL, which is the Harvard University Laguna campus.
What captures your interests generally?
Personally, I love everything about classics.
Now for me, since I was young, I really like arts. That's why I pursued this passion.
Can you give us some of your thoughts about Renaissance art?
Renaissance art or Renaissance period, it emerged in Italy in late 14th century. It then reached its peak or its prime in late 15th to early 16th century. Ang totoong nature ng tinatawag nating Renaissance art are classicism and naturalism. Most of the Italian masters are both skilled in painting and sculpture. Addition lang, Renaissance art captures the what do you call this? It captures the experience of the individual, the beauty and the mystery of the natural world.
Can you name some of the Renaissance artists that you know? Me personally, I'm interested kasi sa paintings, especially Renaissance, because they have a lot of meaning hidden into it, or as the experts interprets it.
That's good to hear, no? Art in this period, it includes some of the most notable, some of the most loved painting or sculptures in this world. Three of the most notable artists in this period are Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael.
How about their artworks? Can you name some of their artworks that impress you the most?
Simulan natin kay Raphael. Raphael painted School of Athens in 1511. It refers as the philosophy of in the paintings. It also refers to the poetry, theology, and law. Tapos, madami din nagsasabi na dinedepict nito ang 21 figures of significant Greek philosophers, pero walang makapag-identify certainly kung sino-sino yung 21 na yon, except dun sa dalawang nasa gitna, which is si Plato and Aristotle. And ang School of Athens is also regarded as the most or finest embodiment of the classical ethos of high Renaissance. Tapos punta tayo kay Michelangelo. Alam niyo ba yung Sistine Chapel ceiling?
Yes.
Yeah, heard it.
Good. Si Michelangelo painted it in 1508 to 1512. Yung painting na yon is it shows 9 stories from the book of Genesis. It is also commissioned by Pope Julius II and regarded din ito as the one of the most greatest example of high Renaissance. Tapos, last but not the least, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. Alam naman natin lahat kung sino at ano ang Mona Lisa. Leonardo painted it in 1503 and it is also unquestionably one of the most well-known painting in the whole world.
Regarding sa painting na Mona Lisa, which is made by Leonardo da Vinci, I heard a theory that the painting itself is self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci. Is it true?
Narinig ko na rin yon. Pero si Mona Lisa kasi is asawa siya ni Francesco del Giocondo. Si Mona Lisa, ang ibig sabihin kasi ng Mona Lisa is Madam Lisa. Mona, which means Madonna, that means my lady, na kapag tinranslate sa English is Madam, kaya Madam Lisa. Portrait siya ni Madam Lisa na asawa ni Francesco del Giocondo, and trivia lang, Giocondo family is the rightful owner of this painting. But Leonardo doesn't present it to them. Iniwan niya yung painting na yan kay Salai, na kanyang apprentice.
So ayan no, it is enlightening to see different kinds of art style during that time. Na these kinds of arts have indeed had a significant effect on our history. Then there is the art style that was inspired from the Renaissance. We'll be talking more about it after the short break.
Welcome to our restaurant, Pasta Lover House. Here, we satisfy your cravings and tickle your soul.
Welcome back to The Classics. Merong naganap during Renaissance period that led us to transition into mannerism art. What do you think happened during those period that led us to the transition?
Before I proceed to the topic, I just want to thank you all and the viewers as well for inviting us here. And I will talk about mannerisms. What is mannerism? It is an artwork, art style, and a movement around 1520s to 1600s before the Baroque style. So basically, it is transition after the Renaissance period and before the Baroque style. And it was started in Florence and Rome, and eventually after ilang period is naging international art style na din siya. So, what is mannerisms ba? Ito yung mannerisms come from Italian word is maniera, which means manner or art. So basically, this mannerism art style came from the Renaissance art style.
Pwede ka bang magbigay ng example ng mga artists na ito? Because I personally haven't heard of them yet. I didn't know about the mannerism art or period.
Alright, so mannerism art style is focuses compare sa Renaissance na classicism and naturalism. This mannerism art style mas characterization ng artificiality and artiness. So, means na mas exaggerated and more strange yung pagkakalagay dito. So, ang mga kilala dito, the list is very long. So, these are the 3 favorite artists. First one is Parmigiano. And next is Giorgio Vasari. And last is Paolo Vernis.
Could you name some of their artworks? What do you think make those artwork unique?
Those favorite artists, these are their famous works. Alright? So, Parmigiano, I really like his Madonna with long neck. Nasanay kasi ang mga artists ng time ng Renaissance period na kailangan is perfect, kailangan proper yung proportion, and kailangan realistic. This part, ang artist na si Parmigiano is gumawa siya ng Madonna with long neck. With improper proportion, which emphasizes the seductiveness ng artwork na yun. And in matter of fact, yung artwork na to is hindi siya tapos because Parmigiano passed away after habang ginagawa niya yung artist na to. So next is yung Giorgio Vasari Hall of 500. That time, ito ang pinakamalaking artwork in that time. So it is placed in Palazzo Vecchio Hall, and it is 54 meter in length, 23 meter broad, and 18 meter high. Lastly, this is my favorite, Paolo Vernis, which is the conversion of Magdalene. Ito ang naging paborito ko dahil it shows variety of characters and as well as architectural designs. That's all.
So that sums it up. Ang Renaissance art emphasized proportion, balance, and classical beauty, while yung mannerism was inclined to exaggerate these qualities with paintings na nagpapakita ng asymmetrical or unnaturally elegant composition.
That brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks to Mr. Mercado and Mr. Salar for joining us during this informative discussion. We hope that their insights and knowledge na na-share nila ay magkaroon ng helpful information sa atin. As always, thanks for watching the classics.
Thank you for having us.
Ano ba?